Yeah, Dominic, how you doing?
I'm back.
He's back.
Yep, I'm back.
What, you been keeping busy or what?
What was that?
You been keeping busy?
Yeah, something happened. Yeah, it's all good news. It's all good news. So when I'm when everything works properly, I'll oh shit. I thought I'd muted that.
Be right back. Mia's bugging me for something.
Yeah, no worries. Hello, Jody. Okay, yeah. Uh, Hey, Jonathan. What's good? Family? Okay. Stay well.
Okay, I'm back. It's as soon as I turn the computer on and go live, she's over
Yeah,
here just hounding me.
yeah.
Your cats do the same thing to you too, Dominic?
Yep, I get visited.
Yep.
I got three of them and I get visited.
They don't want you to forget about them.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. What's the weather like there? Is it starting to cool
See
down?
how dark and gray it is?
Yeah, we're the exact opposite.
Oh, you're bright and
Well,
sunny? All right.
yeah, not necessarily bright and sunny, but just an extra hour of grey skies. And we've got daylight saving coming up in a week, so that'll be fun.
Oh, that's your daylight savings coming up in next week?
Yep.
What do we got? On my calendar, it doesn't say anything about the first day of autumn.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, 22nd. This last Sunday was the first day of autumn here.
Yep. Yep. Well, spring is supposed to be sprung, but you couldn't tell looking at the weather. Hey, it's Donald.
Hey Donald, how you doing?
Good evening, sir.
Hi guys.
How are we today?
Doing okay, I think. I don't know. Have you heard anything different?
Well,
No,
you said that you had a couple of issues you had to take care of this morning.
Oh
Editing.
yeah, I did some editing.
You got it done?
Yep. Say, how does my audio sound?
Sounds
that's
good.
good.
Compared to normal?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. And then when I'm typing?
Don't hear anything.
I
Sweet.
can just barely hear something.
Normally whenever I'm typing it's pounding and pounding because I'm using this mic.
Yep.
I'm trying something out different. I went ahead and hooked up a lav mic.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Yeah, sounds good.
making myself look just a little more professional here. But I just got it hooked up and I haven't really been able to test how it sounds yet.
Here comes
Or at least
Justin.
I haven't been able to listen to how it sounds.
Hmm. Sup?
Good evening, Justin.
Hi, Justin.
Joe, of course, is overdoing some football photos and video.
Hmm. Hmm.
There's an hour difference between where Joe and I are. I think
Yep.
that his game starts at 4 o'clock his time, 5 o'clock his time. Or is it 4 o'clock? But 5 o'clock his time would be 6 o'clock my time. So
Yeah, your time. Yeah.
Oh, they got it registering as a 4 now.
what
Oh,
was
okay.
Oh, the
Let me show you.
storm?
Yeah,
Right,
look,
Dusty.
they just updated it.
We're up to. Oh no, we're up to 4. Ugh.
Won't be bad.
what's the wind speeds on a Cat 4?
Trying to remember the exact. Hold on, I'll tell you.
50. Oh, you're talking miles.
130 to 156 mile an hour.
Yeah. I was going to say
Wow.
it's around 150-mile mark.
That would rattle their timbers, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're far enough out of it though. We'd get probably 60, 70.
Yeah, you'll get sideswiped.
And I think it's going to be west of Joe, right?
No, east of Joe.
East of Joe.
Between
East
me
of
and Joe.
Joe. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be east of Joe.
Yeah.
It's gonna be west of me.
Yeah.
West of you and east of Joe. Yeah, East Coast says it's 155-mile-an-hour wind.
No,
Cat
well,
5, yeah. That's for a Cat 5. Yeah, so they just upgraded it to a 4.
I can't imagine a Cat 6.
Well, technically, that doesn't exist. Although they said they were going to do it, they were talking about adding a 6th category because a year or two ago they recorded winds that were higher.
Higher than the
highest
155.
they were the highest that they've ever recorded, and they said it was possible with that data that you could get a Cat 6 at some point, but they never
in theory.
said anything. Yeah,
Well, if they didn't want
never
to do a new category, they could always have
and that was
a category 5+, you know?
and that's why that was when the Gulf was like almost 100 degrees, like the water was. It was that hot, and it was
Geez,
causing
37
the
degrees
hurricanes
Celsius.
to ramp the fuck up. Because the warmer the water, the stronger they'll get.
Exactly.
And the water's never
Remember.
been that warm before. And it was in like the high 90s, almost 100 degrees water at one point.
Hey, Brenda, good evening.
Yeah, Brenda. Hello.
Oh, shit. Well, Brenda, they upped it to a 4 as its peak so far. We're already getting some of the clouds from it, just the outer tails of it.
So you're just going to get the fringe from it, right?
Yeah, he's going to get sideswiped, basically.
Yeah, we'll probably get 50 to 80 mile an hour somewhere in there.
And a lot of
Roughly.
rain.
Yeah. I mean, they're. I think earlier when I watched that news, the last news channel I watched earlier,
Jonathan
they said they were
Jonathan
expecting
says,
most of Florida to get at least 50 mile an hour gusts.
Jonathan's got his
Jonathan-
popcorn.
Jonathan said not going anywhere. I'm out. Peace.
Yep, he's got his popcorn. He's gonna sit there and watch it. Oh,
Russell says, how are the fools with the EV cars going to evacuate?
You can't do it
And
with gas
return
cars
home.
either, because everybody buys all the gas out. Good luck getting gas or electric, either one of them.
Yep. That's why you need a push bike, a cyclist. That'll fix the problem. You don't need petrol and you don't need electricity. So That'd be the way.
Well, it's will fill their cars up and then they'll buy, 10 to 40 gallons of gas for their generators. They'll go and fill up like 5 or
Hmm.
6 gas cans, and then next thing you know, every damn gas station's out of gas. And then they can't bring in
And then you
their
got to go and
gas
buy some
trucks.
bottled water as well.
I got 1 case of bottled water, a pack of 40.
Mm. That's what you need.
Then I got enough food to get us through 2 days of MREs. We need it.
And then you got to go and buy some bottled water as well. Hello, Mark.
Hi, Dominic. Justin, Paul, Don.
Hey, how you doing, Mark?
Howdy.
That's all happening here.
Okay, thank you. I think
Good
we
to hear.
must be getting part of this hurricane. It's raining outside.
Oh, it's raining there where you are, Mark?
Yeah. It's been raining on and off all day.
It rained yesterday here, but not today. It's supposed to be spring.
Yeah, well, spring is when it rains. Well, it's one of the
Yeah,
four
but
seasons.
usually spring we get spring temperatures. We're still having winter temperatures.
Spring is one of the 4 seasons it rains here.
Oh, let's hope not, Brenda.
You don't know.
Big words from somebody that lives in a trailer park there, Dusty. Now then they're expecting we get tornadoes in some of the counties as well.
Mm. That's something that I want to see again.
I don't know. They look pretty impressive in a fly past.
I've seen 2. Not really bad, but seeing that little funnel come really close to the ground, no thanks.
Mia.
I meant the jet plane.
Oh yeah, I'd agree with that. That one I would agree with.
I've just had the cats lying on my keyboard,
I hate that.
wondering why this lake keeps appearing every time she moves.
Mm. Mm.
I'm a bit disappointed. It says it's a magic keyboard. You'd think it'd know the difference between a cat and me.
Yeah, exactly.
But if I get a green screen, I can't use the back.
Say that again, Don.
Hmm?
What did you say then?
I didn't. It was audio.
Oh, okay. So much for noise cancellation.
Well, it's somebody talking. It's, I saw this audio clip and I clicked on it. I think it was Jim Beauchart talking.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Yep.
Made any progress with the buggy or just too busy working?
You must be listening elsewhere.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's probably listening to whatever he's working on.
Yeah.
Lay down. Lay down. What? So Brenda, how's it going down there? You getting ready for the hurricane?
I don't think she's in a high impacted area. I'm not sure.
No?
I don't think so. I could be wrong though. I always forget where everybody lives because so many
Hmm.
people live here.
Exactly.
Live down near Dusty somewhere.
I thought it was South Florida-ish.
That's
I
where
think it
Dusty.
was.
Yeah. I remember most of the people in that area.
I
I've seen a
think
couple of Facebook posts about it.
it's somewhere near where TJ's mum's moving to.
Yeah.
TJ's mom's moving out of West Palm area.
Yeah. Onto the other coast, I think it is.
Hey, Tim.
Yeah. I would guess that Dusty and Brenda are on the east coast from Dusty's name.
Yeah. Oh, it's a possibility.
Fucking mayonnaise all over mine.
Oh, no.
Just got mayonnaise all over mine.
I hate that.
That's all right.
Yep.
It's only his dog will lick it off.
Yeah.
I'm making myself some grilled cheese. Really don't want to have what's for dinner. So.
The ship that's on my screen right now coming up bound is named the Puna, P-U-N-A, Puna.
Unani?
Yeah, it does sound a bit like that.
Sounds like an Indian curry.
Yeah.
It's a foreign vessel.
Oh, okay.
When I say foreign, you know, it does everywhere in the world.
It
Mhm.
comes from elsewhere other than
Yes.
the United States.
Well, there's a lot of ships that are technically U.S., but they're foreign because they register in other countries because it's cheaper. But technically, they're U.S. ships. That's what a lot of the cruise ships do. A lot of the cruise ship lines are American companies, but they, you know,
Oh,
register their
I was
ships in other
muted.
countries.
I'm sitting here talking. I was muted. No, Puna sounds like a Hawaiian name,
Hmm.
which would
Or
not
do
be
they?
a foreign country. It would be the U.S. if it is.
Well, technically speaking, if it is from Hawaii, then that is the correct assumption.
Yeah, but the name of the ship doesn't necessarily follow on from the country.
Oh,
it's with.
true. True. Do you have
Brenda
information on
and-
it?
Brenda and East Coast both live on the west coast of Florida.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay,
East,
so that,
East Coast Thrills lives on the West Coast.
but he lives on the east coast of the US, but the west coast of Florida.
Yeah.
So how does that work?
Yeah, what the hell gives, Dusty? What kind of
Yeah.
weird shit is that?
The west coast of Florida, but the west coast of Florida is on the east coast of the US.
The
Okay.
Puna is flying underneath the Cyprus flag.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So I'll be down near Greece and Turkey.
Yeah. Just don't call them Greek.
Well, half of them are Greek and half of them are Turkish,
I know that.
and the rest of them are
I know
English.
that, but if you wanna not get in trouble, just don't call any Cypriot Greek. That'll start an international incident.
Yeah.
Most of them are British anyway.
Yeah.
Which is weird because I think the major church in Cyprus is Greek Orthodox.
I think it is, yeah. Not as many. There's not that many Cypriots in Melbourne, but Melbourne has got the third highest population of Greeks in Australia. Actually, I think in the almost in the world.
Hmm.
Most Greeks outside of Greece.
Yeah, most Greeks and Turks in the UK own kebab shops.
Yeah, yeah. Yep. We've basically got every kebab shop. It sits in a petrol station, and when the petrol station closes, the kebab shop opens.
Well,
They
actually,
usually,
we've got a few proper Greek restaurants as well.
oh yeah, we've got Greek restaurants, but these are sort of like food trucks, and every service station, gas station, petrol station, whatever you want to call it, has one.
Uh-huh. Not here.
And on a Friday night and a Saturday night, they do a roaring trade.
The only time you end up getting food trucks, you can get a couple of them in the middle of Manchester, but they're mainly for dealing with feeding the homeless.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Most of our
No, we've got a sort of
food
like a roaming.
takeaway
We've got a
traffic.
roaming pack of people that just give out little bags of food. I'd love it. We actually have the Sikhs, as in the Indians.
Yeah.
Take a minibus around, and anytime they see a homeless person sitting around, they'll give them a bag of Indian food.
Is that to eliminate the homeless?
Probably. No, but they do a lot of volunteer work as well. They'll go around to various
Justin said
places
they came
and
up
help
with
out.
that. They came up with that name long time ago. It's he and his son.
All right.
Uh-huh. Sikhs were the only people in the UK who could actually ride a motorbike without a crash helmet.
Yeah.
Why were they allowed to do that?
Because a Sikh is not allowed to cut his hair. So that turban that he wears contains all his hair.
Fuck off! Don't get a motorbike.
He'd never get.
Good point.
Sorry, but that's stupid.
I rarely see them on push bikes. Oh, the only time I see them on push bikes is when they're doing their Uber Eats.
When it comes to public safety, I don't think your religion should have anything to do with it at the end of the day. I don't give a shit.
That is a
Either-
valid point.
Either that, or you just don't fucking ride a motorcycle.
Another good
Mhm.
point. It's a good point.
Yeah, but they took him to court over it with discrimination.
Seems to happen a lot these days.
Mhm. Most of our push bike delivery ones are on Deliveroo rather than what. Rather than,
I'm just saying I
yeah.
use Uber Eats because that's the one I see the most, but there is Deliveroo as well.
Like, I believe in people having religious rights, but sometimes I think religion gets a little bit too much protection.
Oh, I agree. Actually,
Like, I think it's bullshit they don't have to pay taxes. The fuck shouldn't they have to pay taxes like everybody else?
Okay.
oh, they have to pay taxes.
Here they don't.
Whether they actually do or not is another matter, but they should. They are supposed to. Nobody gets away without paying tax officially.
Yeah.
Here, the
Yeah.
religious organizations are exempt from taxes.
They don't.
The only people that don't pay tax are charitable institutions that are supposed to be non-profit organizations.
Okay, I've got to share a photo from Laura. Have I? No, not working. No, wrong one. Am I sharing anything?
No, just black.
Okay. So sharing is paused. Okay.
You are
okay.
sharing the screen, it's just not showing anything.
Okay, I'll try again then. Oh, Jesus. Share.
Michael, no, I've not been watching that message.
Okay, there we go.
There you go.
Yeah, Laura sent that to me. It's the Aurora Borealis, the Northern Lights. Awesome.
That's up in Scotland, right?
I believe so.
That's where she is, yeah.
The other thing that I found out about Zoom is you can actually share the screen, but you can also put a little box where you're talking about it. I found that out yesterday.
Oh no, where's this court? What is this court hearing over, Dusty? It's not like they're gonna get anything out of the dude. He's fucking dead. I wonder if the company's the one that died in the sub.
Michael, cool cat. Good evening.
They're trying to sue his family or something.
Yeah, probably.
Oh. I don't know why let me close that.
Yeah.
I was logged in as I was sending out commercials earlier.
Yeah, and you were logged in under your business account.
Yep. Which was fun. They sent me a jingle that they've been using for years that has like a sing out, and I edited to it, and then they said, "Is there any way we can have that sing out move to the front instead?" It's like, well, the vocals are mixed with the audio, so no. Do you have a different version? Oh yeah, I've got different versions. Hey, just give me a sing in, and I will do what I can do.
Mm.
Some
Sucks,
people just don't
'cause
realize how hard something actually is.
it kind of
or
sucks. It's
what
like
the-
I already edited the entire thing. Luckily, it's kind of in chunks, so
Yeah,
it's not
people
gonna be that
don't
much
know
more
what you're.
work, but it's a little more work.
Yeah, but they don't understand your work, so they think, oh, you can just like push a button and just
Cool cat.
magically change it.
Ah, but it's an alteration to the original, so it's a plus. It costs them.
Should, but he's having health problems and is shutting his business down. And
Ah.
I've been shooting commercials for him for
Right.
23 years, so I want to hook him
What,
up.
he's just doing a final hurrah commercial or what?
hmm In fact, it was supposed to be just a 15. I went ahead and shot extra because while I was there, they said, "What if we did a 30?" It's like,
Is it a going out of business sale or something?
yeah, selling all inventory, and I'm like, well, I'm already building graphics, and it'll just be extending the graphics out, and yeah, we can do that.
That's
Did you go through the shop first before he puts it all up for sale to see if there's anything you're interested in?
I thought about going down and it's an eyeglass place, and I thought about going in and seeing about getting some sunglasses.
Oh, you might as well go get your eyes checked and get you a pair of glasses while you
I just got my eyes checked last year and got new glasses, but I could use some
another extra pair.
prescription glasses, some prescription sunglasses for when I'm out in
Yeah,
the
those
dune buggy.
fuckers are expensive too. So if you can get a good deal on them, hell yeah.
He'd probably just want, well, you know, I might even trade them for a commercial.
Why not?
Yeah, because if you want like a nice set of like Ray-Ban prescription sunglasses, like a name brand, you're gonna pay at least $300-400. They're expensive.
Easily.
Yeah. But what's
Okay.
good is you get a pair of regular, normal name brand sunglasses that they can switch into prescription. If those lenses ever fuck up, it's an easier replacement. Not. Or you can always pop regular lenses into it later if you just want regular sunglasses.
I wonder if you can get prescription lenses put in those Ray-Bans that do audio and video.
Mhm.
I mean, probably, but you'd pay a hell of a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they can make a lens for any glasses. They can laser cut them and shape them to whatever shape they need to. Yeah, what are those called? The Ray-Ban, I can't remember the name of them.
I can't remember.
They just came out with the second version of them recently, about
Yeah,
6 or 8 months ago.
I know Chuck had a pair that he did a video on.
Yeah, he had the original pair, and then they came
Yeah.
out with the second one, and I think he bought the second pair that came out. They came out with the second version because it was connected with Facebook. It's a Meta Ray-Ban co-op thing between Meta.
Does it actually show the other person on your lenses on the inside. If you're doing a video chat.
No, because the camera's in the middle or on the side, I think, so it doesn't show the glasses. It's like built into the frame.
I mean, they're looking at what you're looking at through the glasses, but can you see them at the other end on your glasses?
No,
Do
you
they-
probably
do
be
they
saying
act as a
outward, not
screen?
inward.
No, I mean, do the lenses act as a screen?
Oh no. They're not.
Yeah, that's
that,
what I'm.
not. They're not that advanced. No. It's just a
That'd be
camera,
great,
and then they
wouldn't
have
it?
speakers on them. I think you can like Bluetooth music to them and listen to the music through the little speakers on the arms, and then it has the camera built into it. That's the only features it has, really, as far as just the hardware that's on them.
Hmm.
No, I think the only company that actually did that was the Google. What was it, the Glass or whatever they called them a few years back? It was the Google Glass. They never took off because they were fucking expensive as shit.
I'm sure Apple will bring one out sooner or later.
Apple kind of brought out a version of that in that VR headset that they came out with. It's kind of like that.
yeah.
You can see through it and see what's going on around you, and it's like a virtual screen in front of you.
Yeah. You might
But to
get
compa-
wearing them as ski goggles, but certainly not as sunglasses.
but to compact that down to a sunglasses size hardware, that's probably a pretty big undertaking. I mean, they might have the technology, but
they could probably do it, but it'd be hell of expensive. It wouldn't sell any.
I think that's where they'd run into the problem because it'd be like a fucking $4,000 pair of sunglasses.
Yeah, but you get
Yeah.
some in that will buy them.
Yeah, there would be a good amount of people that buy them, but I don't think it'd be enough to sustain it. I don't know. Depending on how good it worked and everything, how reliable it was. Actually, I'm kind of curious to see what the sales are like on that VR headset that Apple was selling. 'Cause wasn't that like $4,000 or something for that whole setup? Like 4,000 or 5,000?
Yeah, so
Somewhere
much.
in Yeah, it wasn't cheap. So I have a feeling that's something that people would go out and buy, but then they would probably use it a few times. And, it's like one of those products people buy and then they just use it a few times and they kind of lose the newness of it.
Yeah.
The cool factor about it. And then
When
they
the
just
novel
don't end up
wears
using it.
off. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you could compact it down to a sunglasses style, I think you'd probably get people use it a lot more, but because it's different than wearing a big ass headset on your head all day long,
Oh, Cool Cat's talking about movie, huh?
Yeah, The Hobbit. I don't think I ever watched that.
No, I didn't either.
Yes. Yes, the dwarf army and the elf army fought each other.
I just knew that Donald had seen it.
I've read it
I've got the Blu-ray.
many times. I've seen it once, and the Hobbit movies do not exist in this dojo for me.
Yeah, because that's the movie that Oh, what was that one dude's name? Didn't that kind of put Orlando Bloom? It did. That kind of put him on the map, wasn't it? Wasn't that kind of as a big break?
Well, I don't know if it was that or the Pirates of the Caribbean. But yeah,
Yeah, but the Hobbit was before that, wasn't it?
no, The Hobbit would have been after. The Lord of the Rings would have been before, maybe. The Lord of the Rings is not The Hobbit.
So what year?
Although
Okay, the Hobbit was
it tells
2012.
almost the same story, just from a different perspective,
No, it takes place at a completely different time.
does it?
Oh yeah, because Pirates of the Caribbean was in 2003, the first one, and yeah, so that probably would have been his big
The
break.
Hobbit follows Bilbo and his journey with the dwarves to the last lonely mountain, whereas Lord of the Rings follows Frodo to destroy the ring.
Wasn't the big joke with the Lord of the Rings is why they just didn't ride the what was it
The Eagles.
why they just didn't ride the Eagles all the way to their destination instead of
You
traveling
mean
on foot the whole
dragons?
way.
Nope,
Eagles
Eagles.
or
Whatever it was.
dragons?
The other way around.
Eagles.
No, the dragons weren't on their side.
I remember somebody making a joke about that on YouTube about that.
And besides, there were no dragons. Smaug was the last of the dragons left known in that was actually participating in Middle Earth at the time of Lord of the Rings. There
Oh,
may
yeah,
have been there may have been others that were up north where the dragons originated, but they are not mentioned.
Yeah, cool
And
cat. I like the
They
Lord of
they
the
couldn't
Rings.
take the Eagles because at the time they had both Saruman and Sauron to contend with, and the Eagles would have drawn their attention. The Nazgul were riding on the fell beasts, and then they would have been spotted. What it needed was distraction and for basically Frodo to go on his own and not be seen.
And so riding on walking trees wasn't going to attract any
The
attention.
trees.
They didn't ride on walking trees to fight Sauron. They rode on walking trees. The Ents took on Saruman, and Saruman had embraced basically everything mechanical and had shunned the trees and did not even think about them as anything to worry
Cool
about.
cat. Cool cat does have a point there.
The Eagle could have just dropped the ring in the fire and it would have been done.
The fire wasn't open to the sky.
Well, like I said, I think
And
the running
again,
joke with that was
The
they
fell
could have
beasts
rode.
the Nazgul were about in Mordor, so the eagle wouldn't have even made it there. And you don't know if the eagle might have been tempted. There was something special about hobbits that they were able to withstand the call of the ring much more than men or elves or dwarves.
Yeah, because we had Frodo, we had Sam Genji, we had the two brothers,
They weren't brothers, they were cousins, Merry and Pippin.
cousins. Movie.
The Lord of the Rings took enough liberties with the source material, but they did it in a very good way, and I accept it because you have to change things to adapt it to a different medium. But The Hobbit, they tried to stick too much in. They wanted to make it a cash cow. They wanted to make it a trilogy instead of doing what they should have done. It should have been two movies. They should have covered the trip to right after they left Bjorn's house, right before they went into Mirkwood, and ended the first movie there, and then used the second movie to finish it out. Legolas should never have been in this movie, even though he might have been in the woods at the time, in Mirkwood.
So
They only put him
It-
in there just because they want to say, "Hey, remember the Lord of the Rings? Remember that?" A love story between a dwarf and an elf is ridiculous.
unless they just touch upon Legolas, and that's it.
Do what?
Unless they just touch upon the Legolas story, and that's about it.
Well, not just Legolas, but the female elf that then followed them because she was in love with the dwarf.
Let's not forget Aragorn
Aragorn wasn't in The Hobbit.
and Lord of the Rings.
Hmm. I wouldn't. How would I forget Aragorn?
I heard Ian McKellen is willing to come back as Gandalf.
They are going to make a hunt for Smeagol, which will follow the hunt that Gandalf and Aragorn partook in. But I don't know how they're going to do it because they never caught him. He got caught by Sauron. And so basically it's going to have them scouring the land for Smeagol and never find him. That's not a story.
Well, it is a story. It just hasn't got an ending.
I want another National Treasures movie. That's what I want.
So it's a
Mark's
never-ending
right.
story.
Unless it's in the book, there's no ending.
Well, it was part of incidental materials to The Lord of the Rings. And it's basically another cash grab.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Harry Potter movies were good.
Oh, I liked Harry Potter.
The CGI in the Harry Potter movies was amazing, I think.
Hmm. And did you watch the Fantastic Beasts series after it?
I
did,
wish we
but
would have gotten a finish to that one. But we're never going to get to see the end of that one.
Well,
I
we've
don't
had
really care for it as much as the original series, though.
So is it not too hot yet, Dominic?
Hasn't. No, it's not hot yet.
Is it still? Is it? It's not frozen yet, right?
No,
Michael, you're messing with me.
Slowly starting to warm up.
So that's common knowledge. Like that's a scientific fact. Eagles are immune to effects of the rain.
I
Cool
think
cat.
that she decided not to do any more Harry Potter because they really did leave it wide open for the Potter kids and the Weasley kids.
There is a new like Broadway sort of book or play,
Yeah.
Harry Potter and the Cursed Child.
She didn't write it.
I have no idea who did.
Those movies made ridiculous amounts of money.
And
Like each one of the
Eagles were
books
a
in
lot
the
like
movies.
Gandalf in that they were servants of Manwë, and they might have some resistance to the ring, but even Gandalf said he would be tempted by the ring. He was able to put it aside, but he was still tempted. And the Eagles are Einar, so they have even less power. Stupid.
For the response.
He's messing with me, and he's baiting me.
Need you look it up.
Now he's got you dangling on the end of his hook.
I mean, he does say
Yeah.
it's common knowledge, so it must be.
But Harry Potter film series has made $7.7 billion worldwide.
Yep, and
Yeah,
they're
that's
looking
not
to make
including-
a
That's not
new
including
series.
the book sales.
Yep, and they're looking to make a
Yeah.
new series out of it.
The books
Well,
came
look,
with all the films.
Right, but look at what the book sales have made, and you add that on top of that as a whole, what that series has made from the books and the movies, insane amount of money.
And worldwide box office revenue of about 9.58 billion.
Yeah, now look up the what the books have made. The sales of books worldwide. And then you would add that with it because that would be the total of the entire series on book and movies. Because the book, like Mark said, the books came out before the movies did. I had a hard copy set of all the books back. It was a while. My mom bought them for me back when I was younger.
Yeah. We've got all the books.
The audio books are better with Stephen Fry's.
It was
Oh, yeah, my-
7.5 and 9.5 billion.
Audiobooks with Stephen Fry was good. Jim Dale was not bad. Stephen Fry was better. But there's nothing to compare with sitting down, if you can, and reading at your own
Yeah.
pace.
This estimates
Unfortunately,
Jake-
out after my eyesight went.
Yep.
this
Hey,
is
that's why I said if you can.
That's
But-
what I mean. You've got an excuse, Mark.
I know.
so-
I understood.
But Stephen Fry, if you're gonna have an audiobook, Stephen Fry reading to you is probably the second best option.
Mhm.
okay.
You're reading it.
If he's second best, who is best?
Reading it yourself.
Yeah. Your own voice.
It's kind of like
Voices in your
here's the
head.
thing. I read The Lord of the Rings multiple times from when I was in junior high school to my mid 20s. I read it the entire series every single year, and I had images in my head that were set images. And the movies came out, and the next time I read the books, I had the movies images instead of my own images in my head. I was seeing
Yes, Sunstar.
faces of the actors instead of the faces that I had kind of created in my head for Frodo. And so you lose something.
Right, Brenda. Yeah, because if you go by the estimates, that entire series with books and movies made between like 16 to 18 billion.
This is Rawling reportedly earns 50 million to 100 million each year from royalties.
Giant alien monster in the latest film was
That's
played
a
by
pet,
basketball.
by the way. She's not actually called that.
Hmm.
But was
And
it?
I believe it started off as a series for her kids too, that she just wrote for her kids.
Yeah. It was. She wrote a lot of children's books. Sorry, she's written a lot of children's books.
Yep.
Let's get my
Who has?
J.K. Rowling.
Joanne.
You mean other than Harry Potter?
Yeah.
She's a billionaire.
I didn't know she had written other children's books other than Harry Potter series.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Was
like
this-
I said, if
This
you
was after the Harry Potter series then that she started writing the other books.
Possibly because they were, like Andrew just said, they were actually stories that she told her kids and then put them down in a book.
Fascinating stuff.
Mark, do you know that J.K. Rowling has a house in Kensington?
Yep.
She is British.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's allowed to live here.
You sure about that at the moment?
yeah, didn't she go through a bunch of shit over there?
Oh, she
Yeah,
still
she's
is.
public enemy number one at the moment.
There have been a few scandals over a few things that have been said.
Yeah,
that-
something.
Is that a way to put it, Mark?
It had to do with her politics, I think.
Yeah. Not a discussion I think we should get involved in.
Politics is just for winding up the
Some are debating on who is richer, Queen Elizabeth or J.K. Rowling.
Queen Elizabeth is dead.
Queen Elizabeth's dead.
I know that, but how much she's worth?
So that ends that argument. She's
Nothing
dead.
now.
She's worth nothing.
Yeah, that ends that argument. Yeah.
You tell him, Dominic.
I do like the story of the one of her guards, Queen Elizabeth's guards, used to take walks with her. Have you heard that story? He's out.
Cool cats.
They were at her vacation home, and they're out. They would take their walks, and she was just had a shawl, like a scarf over her head, and she was walking. They came across a couple of American tourists, and they introduced themselves, and we're from America, and they didn't recognize that she was the Queen, and so they asked if she lived around here. She goes, "I have a vacation home just over the hill." "Really? You come up here often?" She goes, "I've been coming up here every year since I was a girl. That's been 70 years. And like, "Oh, in that case, you must have met the Queen." And she says, "I haven't met her, but he has," and points at her security. And he says, "Yeah, she's nice enough. She can be cantankerous, but she's nice enough." And so they were so enamored with meeting somebody who had met the Queen that they wanted a picture. So they gave the Queen their camera and asked if she could take a picture of them with the guy who had met the Queen. And so he stood there and took the picture, and then he says, "Let me get one of you and her too." And so they'd have a picture of them with the Queen. And she, I guess, thought it was hilarious and hoped that someday they'd be back in America showing their pictures and
God, you met
somebody
the Queen.
recognized that it was the Queen.
Yeah.
The one thing great about her is she had a fantastic sense of humor.
A wicked sense of
Oh
humor.
yeah.
Well, Prince Charles, he goes walking around his estate quite regularly. When he was Prince Charles rather than King Charles,
I was just going to say.
and he always used to stop and chat to the other people who were wandering along the same path.
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah, I heard he
video of that.
treated all the staff really well, like the gardeners and everything. And
Mm.
Hmm.
Is that
But yeah,
breakfast?
we could talk about the
Thumb?
adaptations of the Harry Potter books into the movies, and I'm perfectly happy with every adaptation they did because I am not emotionally attached to those books.
But can you believe it's been this long since the first book came out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What, 25 years? A little more?
Going on 25 years, yeah.
I said, if you go by the numbers that you looked up, that whole franchise is made between 16
Cool.
to 20 billion, somewhere in there.
That's
a lot of money.
Are you serious, Cool Cat?
And then you're saying,
You met the king?
No.
He-
That was
he was-
published
he-
in 95.
That's close to 30.
That's coming up 30 years.
Oh, so
Yeah.
that was Philosopher's Stone.
Yes, the first book.
Yeah.
And then they changed it to Sorcerer's Stone.
Still the same book.
Yeah, it's a obviously a contentious topic. Actually, speaking about Prince Charles, when he was younger, he actually went to school in Geelong, which is a suburb of Melbourne. Well, it's a
Oh.
regional suburb. Yeah. It's about an hour and a half out of Melbourne. So it's pretty much the capital of the regional area of Melbourne. Or Victoria, sorry.
So do you know somebody that's met
Timbertop?
him?
Timbertop, I think the name of it is. Oh,
Well, it's coming up on 5 o'clock, and I need to go upstairs and start grilling chicken.
no
and,
worries.
boiling some noodles. And
Okay.
I'm attached to my mic, so
So it's
thanks for coming
who's,
in, Donald.
who's Prince Michael?
You don't know who Prince Michael is? God. You Americans in royalty?
Well, there's so many. The royal family is so huge. It's like, whoa.
Oh yeah, there's tons of them.
He was married to the Queen's sister.
Yes.
Ah, okay. Princess Anne.
No, that's the Queen's daughter.
Queen's daughter, Queen's sister.
Queen's sister was
Yeah.
Princess Margaret.
Ah,
Oh,
think of her name. Princess Margaret, yeah. Jesus. Yeah, Princess Anne is the daughter,
Or Princess Michael of Kent.
which would be Charles's sister.
Princess Anne was Charles's sister.
Yeah. God, I'm having trouble today.
yes, cool cat.
My brain is just not working.
More coffee?
I have several days in a row.
No, it needs a bit of a jump start.
I
I
have
think I'm
several
getting
days
that
in a
way
row
too.
like that, Dominic.
Yeah, I know. think I'm heading in that direction as well. Yeah, I need a bit of a jump start.
Who's got the electrical paddles?
Yeah, I need a few pads and just put it to my head.
Justin, do you have the paddles?
Yeah.
Yeah, but mine aren't electrical.
Justin, are you having to make dinner tonight? Justin,
What?
are you having to make dinner tonight?
No. I made grilled cheese earlier because I didn't want what they were having for dinner.
Grilled cheese,
remember.
that's the way.
I made myself
Ooh.
a couple grilled cheese sandwich.
Did you?
already ate.
Was it one cheese or three cheese?
No, it's just regular mild cheddar.
Oh, okay.
I had a big bag of shredded cheese in the fridge, so I just grabbed a
Because
handful
we
and slapped it on each sandwich.
Sounds
we took three kinds of cheeses and mixed them together and put it on grilled cheese sandwich.
Brendan, no ships today because it's been really murky and dark, and now the sun has come out.
Just know later, probably next week, Paul, you could maybe get some of a hurricane.
The
Yeah,
leftover.
it's going west of me.
Oh, okay.
But the way the bands are,
It's going up towards Minnesota, Wisconsin, and around that way.
oh,
It probably sideswipe.
one of the maps made it look like it was going towards Chicago.
Yeah, but the map is showing it going at an angle up into Wisconsin and Minnesota and around.
Okay.
Oh, you lucky son of a gun there, cool cat.
Yeah, see, Paul's up here.
Yeah,
It's not
Yeah.
going anywhere near.
Gonna go
here, it's
that
going this
way.
way.
it's going west.
It don't matter if it hit him up here anyway. It's just going to be a broken storm.
Yeah, just going to be a bit of rain. It becomes ex-hurricane.
Oh, would you? Okay, cool cat. Who was the coolest, Mighty Python or Sting?
Yeah, if it was my personal opinion, I think Monty Python are cooler than Sting.
What do you think, Paul?
Neither one. I didn't pay attention to either one of them.
You know who Sting is, right?
Yep.
And you know
I
who
reckon
Mighty
that's
Python.
TJ.
And I
Was
know
that?
who. And
Speaking of
I
Mighty
vote
Python.
for TJ.
Hey, TJ's the coolest. He's the coolest one on the panel.
That's it.
That's right. That's right.
Exactly, Brenda.
It'll
gonna
be
be a
it'll
broken
be an
up storm.
ex-hurricane. It'll cease to be.
Rocked you like a hurricane.
Yeah. Go back to work, TJ.
Here I
We
am.
call them cyclones here. Yeah, I'd agree with that, Cool Cat. John Cleese is pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah.
John
Well, they-
Cleese is
they-
funny.
I
now-
think he's I think John Cleese, like I saw something in a magazine or something. He's got like some kind of book out, like it's called How to Annoy People or something. I don't know.
He's done many videos like that.
Yeah.
He's
TJ, now
done a lot
it's-
of he did a lot of training videos too.
East
Oh,
Coast
really?
says, East Coast wants to know, TJ, is it peanut butter and jelly time?
No, it's actually half a burrito time from
Hey!
Peanut time.
from Chipotle.
That's all
Chipotle
right, come here,
time.
TJ. Get closer to the camera. It's
Yeah.
Chipotle.
Big burrito.
That's the way.
So TJ,
Yeah.
now that thing's tracking as a 4 before it hits.
It's tracking what?
As a 4 before it hits now.
Oh, uh-oh.
Instead of a 3.
TJ,
Uh-oh.
is it gonna get close to you or not really?
But he's all the way on the East Coast, so he should
Yeah.
be the safest out of
He
everybody.
might miss it. But
Yeah,
he might,
we're just-
might get
He's gonna
sideswiped
get
with
some
the
rain, I'll
rain.
bet.
Yeah, we're just like getting the rain and whatnot.
Where TJ's
Just not getting the
located, he would be in one of the safer places in Florida.
Daytona's on the East Coast, right?
Okay, here, let me show you.
Daytona, Florida.
I'm trying to work out. No, I thought it isn't that way.
So this is where I'm at up here.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're in the middle.
All the way down here by West Palm.
Okay,
Okay,
so
looks like he'll miss it then.
So he's way down here.
Yeah, we're
where
just
I'm up right
He'll
here.
barely get a bit of rain.
yeah,
Yeah.
my cousin's near Clearwater, about an hour
Oh, okay.
to Clearwater.
But see, yesterday
Yeah.
this was showing a 2 and a 3 here. Now it's
Uh-oh.
showing a 4 way out here, so we'll see.
Yeah.
But no, where TJ would be at, he'd be about the safest out of everybody. Because he's the farthest away from the actual storm.
How's the
Eric
burrito,
Clapton.
TJ?
it's good.
Look at
So,
it's Eric
would you-
Clapton.
Would you get another burrito from
Layla
Chipotle?
was
Hell yeah, I would. We
George
actually we did it.
Harrison's ex-wife.
We got them yesterday because it was Taco Tuesday, so we went
Ooh.
there last night.
Oh, it was Taco Tuesday and you got a burrito?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
So,
it's Mexican. It's Mexican food, so why not?
I don't even think they serve tacos at Chipotle, do they?
I think
I
so.
think it's just burritos and burrito bowls.
But it's Wednesday.
Well, they had
I don't know. I
they
have to
had
go
the
back and
medium,
look.
they had those medium sized tortillas, so I think maybe they can do like
But
soft
Taco
taco.
Tuesday, close enough.
Well,
Yeah,
they
soft
had.
Tuesday.
Well, I know they for the kids menu they had build your own burrito, and
Oh,
it was like they would put all the toppings in this little like cardboard tray for the kids, and then they'd get 3 little tortillas, so it was more like tacos. But they would get this. Aubrey used to get it when she was real little. Whenever we'd go there, she'd get the little kids menu. And now she's too big for that anymore. So
Oh, no.
Cool
You
Cat,
big
was
for-
any of them named Sir Elton John?
Reg Dwight.
Reginald Dwight, yes. Or Reggie Dwight,
Yeah.
he likes.
you want know a weird fact about Elton John?
Yeah, go
He
for it.
actually has a diamond encrusted cock ring he got from Eminem as a marriage gift present.
Hey, I'm going to put that in the too much information column.
That's
I
funny.
didn't need to know that.
After him and Eminem did the Dido song, and
Oh, yeah,
They've
that's an
been
awesome
friends.
song.
yeah, they've been friends for years. And when he got married, he sent him as a joke. Obviously, they don't use it, but as a
Wait,
joke, he sent him a diamond encrusted cock ring.
Cock ring.
He said
Eminem said
Eminem.
He
Elton
might
John.
have a rooster.
No, Eminem sent Elton John that for his wedding present.
Yeah.
Elton
Oh,
John
that's
told
funny.
it on a couple of talk shows he was on being interviewed, and he just thought it was the funniest shit ever.
I think was on Oprah at some point.
It was like a $30,000 fucking cock ring, dude. That's a lot of money to spend on a joke.
That's funny.
I think I'd have to use it if it cost that much.
Yeah, you'd have to use it.
You have to use it on your jewels.
Oh God, dude,
But,
you look like a fucking
uh,
cheese
yeah.
grater if you use that.
Exactly.
Speaking of Eminem, I doubt he is still close with
Donald's cooking show is back.
Yay,
Yeah,
Donald!
cooking.
Yay! What are we
What
cooking
are you
today?
making, macaroni and cheese or what, Donald?
Chicken fettuccine Alfredo.
Nice.
Ooh.
That's
Nice,
delicious.
delicious and nutritious.
Someone know.
I wouldn't have thought those two words go well together.
That sounds tasty.
Yeah,
I hope so. My potato soup last night was a big hit.
nice.
Have you tried chicken Alfredo from Sam's Club?
Dominic, doesn't Alfredo actually mean cold?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Alfredo means cold.
I
Yeah.
thought Alfredo meant with cheese.
No.
Donald, do you see what Cool Cat put in the chat?
Nope, I don't have the chat open.
He said Donald Dosaurus.
Donald Dosaurus.
Donaldosaurus.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Make your own encyclopedia, Donald. There you go.
Exactly.
Donaldosaurus.
Argue in pop culture and movies.
Cool Cat said Al Forno means oven, I think.
Well, technically speaking, Alfredo is just Alfred.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah,
just Alfred.
If it's all one
Yeah.
word. Yeah.
I know that, but it's just Alfred.
Yeah.
Alfredo may if you make it two words, you've got the idea.
It's in
Hey,
the,
as far as the dictionary goes, it just says it's a sauce for pasta incorporating butter, cream, garlic, and
Yeah.
parmesan.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you,
Alfredo
as I
is
said,
named
if you
after.
break the word up and say Alfredo, it means in the cold.
Yes, but Alfredo refers to the sauce, and the sauce traces itself back to a restaurateur named Alfredo Di Laglio, who named it simple white sauce after himself.
Yeah.
So it's named after
That's why I said
Alfred.
it's Alfred.
Right, close. Yes.
I'm guessing it's Delalio.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know. I just know what it tastes like, and it's yummy, and I'm making it.
Exactly.
Cool Cat's giving you a new name, Donald.
I saw a Donaldosaurus Rex. I don't understand the Donaldosaurus.
Donaldosaurus Rex.
He put a dinosaur after it.
Or,
Yeah. He's calling everybody with
Michael calls me
Delalio,
He
not Delalio.
What's
he
he
calls
call
me
you?
he calls me Tejosaurus sometimes.
Tejosaurus?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's only when he's got boxer champ.
no, he's making a reference to the fact that you're a walking thesaurus.
Oh,
That's what I got. From it.
Or encyclopedia.
Yeah, that's pretty much what a thesaurus kind of is.
Yeah.
That's why I said Donald should make his own encyclopedia. That's what I took from it. Y'all went on.
don't
this,
be
like,
careful.
random
Don't
ass
turn on the wrong
conspiracy.
burner and set the box of pasta on fire.
That's not good.
No.
Oops.
Oh no, and you didn't get that as a short. That would have made millions.
Well, let's
And-
see how much survived.
And billions.
It doesn't matter. Just put it.
Uh,
Just carry on cooking it. It'll have an extra taste to it.
Yeah.
Tell them it's barbecue.
Mark, see the chat from Cool Cat.
Mark Whitesaurus Rex.
That means I have to pick my phone up and look.
It marks a walking thesaurus. Mark Whitesaurus Rex.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's calling you a velociraptor.
Velociraptor.
I refuse to be a philosopher. Goes against all my principles.
Is it Velociraptor or Velociraptor?
It's usually Velociraptor, but Velociraptor sounds good. Sounds like a good-
Velociraptor from the word velos, meaning speed.
Correct.
And I think they had the tiny arms, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like mini Tyrannosaurus.
And tiny derives from the word small.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Or
Yeah, they could never pick anything up without falling flat on their face.
Yep.
who are you asking, Cool Cat? Oh, it's an old.
For tomorrow in
Someone
Yeah.
kept coming up with.
Yeah, it was a meme.
A high of
Yeah.
72 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 54 degrees.
Yeah, and the meme was sort of like
Oh,
it was in a thinking position.
like Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah. No, it was more.
Luckily, most of the noodles survived.
Oh, good.
All right. Chicken.
Cool Cat.
What was Michael talking about?
It was a meme for ages. He would come out with all sorts of philosophical
Philosophical.
statements. Philosophical.
Philosophical.
Yeah, I'd probably agree with that.
Then he said when God designed velociraptors, he made them so they couldn't masturbate.
That
And
was
that's
T
why they're
Rexes.
showing-
Yeah,
That's
I
what-
think there was a cutaway from Family Guy, like the non-masturbating Tyrannosaurus Rex.
But the other question I've got to, because Donald is doing chicken now, is that going to be diced or cubed?
Sure.
Or is it gonna
I'm
be
gonna make it take
strips?
clothes off.
Or are you gonna strip them into long strips or what?
Yeah, shredded.
I like shredded. I like the shredded chicken. I like
Shredded
the shredded.
chicken,
one.
that's my
I don't
favorite.
care if they're human breasts or chicken breasts. You gotta strip them.
I like it when the chicken is cooked just right, where you can take and shred it.
Jody.
Jody, what's going on,
Yeah,
Jody?
you cook it and then you run a fork along it
Yep.
to
yep,
make it like a shredded
shredded.
chicken.
Yep.
Well, that is an issue. When you're doing something like this and adding it to pasta, the temptation is to overcook your chicken to cook it done, and then you add it to your pasta, and then
Yeah.
I
it's
saw
easy to overcook if you're not careful.
I saw a very innovative way of shredding meat the other day.
Great.
Throw it into a mixer.
Yeah, in a mixer.
Yep, that's how I do my pork shoulder.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Whenever I do tamales and stuff, I'll throw the chicken and pork shoulder in there to mix it, and it shreds it and mixes it.
Yeah, I've seen people do that before.
That could be a valid point there, Michael. Chickens are dinosaurs.
PJ,
They are.
you look like you're ready for an after dinner snooze.
Yeah. it's crazy. Like after I eat, I'm just like, man, I'm ready for a nap.
Get your sugar tested. That's one of the signs of diabetes.
TJ,
It's
Cool
also a
Cat
sign of
said,
overeating and eating the wrong stuff for dinner.
uh,
Yeah.
TJ, Cool Cat said,
what's
you know,
my-
chickens are dinosaurs. Feathers are just scales which have been adapted over time.
Yeah,
oh, huh.
that could be that could be a very valid point.
And then you put meat in a liquidizer. Shame on you, Donald.
No, not a liquidizer.
Yeah, I'm
What
putting
it-
any
what-
liquid.
An
in it.
open bowl food mixer.
What is what's a liquidizer? What does that do?
It
A
liquidizes.
blender.
Blender.
Oh.
No, not a blender. A mixer.
No, because you can put
Yeah,
cheese
I
in
know, I'm
blender.
Because
saying-
it's the one with the really long
liquidizer.
thick blades.
You put it in with a dough hook.
Yeah,
I was
yeah, that's
telling
what I meant.
TJ that-
The long thick blades, and it just slices. You don't want to do it too thick, but you
No.
want it just nicely shredded.
Yeah, you put it in there, and especially when you're doing tamales, you want to get it shredded down and mixed and incorporated with the pork.
Mm,
It is a time saver.
definitely.
No, TJ asked what a liquidizer was.
Yeah.
That's
It makes everything into
blender.
liquid.
It's a blender. That's what.
Basically you're blending. Okay, yeah.
Well, that's not what we're using. We're on about a mixer for doing cakes and
Yeah.
doughs and pastries and things like that.
Mm-hmm. Blender is what I use to make a frozen drink after dealing with you people.
Yeah.
Don't blame us on your alcoholism.
Some daiquiri.
Cool Cat said, I'll let you off then,
Funny.
Donald.
Typical alcoholic trying to pass a buck.
I just discovered last night that my in-laws left a bottle of strawberry Malibu up in my cabinet.
Oh, nice.
Mm.
Maybe it's for you.
I don't know what to do with it because I have a feeling it's disgusting.
DJ's curling his mustache again.
Well, Malibu,
TJ, have you had strawberry Malibu?
Malibu is a coconut liqueur, so
Yeah.
if it's coconut strawberry, that would actually be quite nice.
Yeah, because it would take out that nastiness of the coconut. Because I'm not a huge fan of coconut.
Coconut is okay, but artificial strawberry flavor is nasty as hell, and
Yeah.
I have
I
a feeling that's going to taste like.
That is true.
Personally, I like coconut. Personally, it tastes good. But I saw this thing where this guy, like, you could actually do different things with coconut. You just take the outer shell of it and get the meat, and you blend it up, and then you put something else in there, and you make a liquid, and like it's like you put it on your face for like acne or whatever. It's like coconut's good for like acne if you have it or whatever. So
Well,
like
that's
a good
called, that's
You
called,
know,
co-
you can also
called
eat it.
coconut oil.
yeah, you could eat it too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Coconut oil.
There's
What a
also
hard
oil.
work,
Coconut oil used to be used. as
Oil
a-
of coconut, yeah.
let's not forget
Suntan
coconut
lotion.
water.
No, coconut oil is the suntan lotion.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could probably use that too. Like just put it all over
Yeah,
your like.
back in the day when we didn't care about skin cancer, everybody used coconut oil.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have any radiation.
Or baby oil and
Yeah, back in the day when no one cared, you just put baby oil on you.
Yeah,
And
you
so
Oh
didn't,
sad.
god.
You couldn't
I
get
don't
a
think
top
that's very
out.
good. I don't think that's good tanning lotion. It's baby oil. I
Not,
don't think
not
that works.
now. No.
Yeah, yeah.
We didn't know
There
any
was a
better.
time, TJ, when that's when
Yeah,
all
we
the
didn't know
girls
any
put on
better
was
when we
baby
were.
oil.
That's when what?
All the girls put on baby oil on them
Oh yeah.
and lay on the
Yeah.
beach.
Yep.
And here's a question I've always wondered. Where did the name beach arrive from? Is it from the women laying on the beach, the beaches?
That's funny.
Look at all
Here
the
we go.
beaches.
The beaches. The beaches are out on the beach.
I
All the
apologize.
beaches.
I apologize for that statement.
Where's Joe when you need him?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll just
Is
change your
Joe-
Over
mind to
shooting
it.
football videos and photos.
I wasn't
Oh, there's-
sure if
there's
he
my
was
girlfriend.
going to do that or if he was rather recuperate.
There you go. Yeah, I've got my disclaimer up there.
Just don't use baby oil if you plan to go out and tan.
Yeah,
'Cause
typical
then you could
disclaimer.
come-
You can't read the shit.
Because then you could come out looking like a lobster.
Don't blame me, blame Joe. He did it.
Apparently, the word beach derives from an old English word meaning shore or bank.
Sand and shore beach. That doesn't make sense.
What do you mean it doesn't make sense? The beach is on the shore.
Yeah.
Uh,
Sandy beach, sand on shore. Beach.
And Sandy Shore sang Puppet on a String.
Yep.
Mark, can you see the chat from Cool Cat?
No,
I know that feeling.
Mark's profile picture reminds me of wearing tight briefs from Cool Cat.
oh, we discussed all that this morning
Mm.
or this afternoon
It depends where you are.
and came to the decision that it is a still from the film.
disclaimer.
Sausage Party, yeah.
That movie was hilarious.
Never seen it.
Well, if you ever get the opportunity, Don, you should watch it.
Wow.
It's funny.
Cool Cat, that is
Yeah,
a good
just-
deal.
Justin showed a clip from it this afternoon and it was funny.
I've seen clips.
Cool Cat got a pair of shoes, usually 140, for $70. 70
Awesome.
pounds.
Oh shit.
That's a good deal.
It's a good deal if you fancy paying £70 for a pair of shoes.
Exactly.
Well, a pair of shoes now is a good pair is like $60.
Damn.
That all depends on where you go.
Well, if you want, you're gonna pay. If you want good shoes, pay a little bit more for the shoes.
I got mine free.
Guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get off and get back in the store
Me-
before it starts pouring down
Okay,
rain.
then.
Okay,
Yeah,
buddy.
okay, see you, TJ.
I'll see y'all later.
See you, TJ. You stay out of
Don't
trouble.
get stuck.
Okay,
Don't
I
get
will.
stuck in the
Keep
rain.
giggling.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah. Mine were made to measure and custom fitted and cost me nothing.
Oh, even better. You've done well.
Did
You've
you
done
go to
well.
the thrift? Did you get them from the thrift store?
No, I got them from the hospital.
Oh, lucky.
They're they're classed as surgical shoes because of me being a diabetic and having problems with my feet. They
Hmm.
actually took mold of my feet and made the shoes to
There are specialized shoes made just for diabetics,
That's what he
but
got.
I think they
That's
cost
what he's
more.
wearing, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a pair of shoes and a pair of trainers.
And a separate pair you wear out in the rain.
Oh, I can wear the shoes out in the rain. They've
Oh, I
got-
didn't know how waterproof they were.
Jumping off. I got a few more things I gotta get done around here.
Okay.
Catch
See ya.
y'all later.
Bye, Justin.
Later.
See, if you got a pair of shoes and a pair of trainers, we would call that just 2 pairs of shoes.
Yeah, but we don't class well, I don't class trainers as being actual shoes.
Oh,
The
okay.
the
But
points,
class them as
Anything you put
underwear?
on your foot would be
Pencil.
shoes, wouldn't they?
Well, no, they wouldn't be socks.
they're still
Socks
shoes.
would be.
Yeah. All right then, dress shoes and training shoes.
Okay, yes.
Okay, yeah.
You've qualified the statement now.
Justin left to go play a game.
Yeah.
Either he went to play a game or he went to go do stuff.
Hey, now if I can, I'm back on track. If I can keep from setting the house on fire.
Well, that's good.
Which it won't.
Good job you haven't got a smoke alarm in that
Don,
kitchen.
Don, what time is dinner served?
Around 6. So I still got half an hour,
Okay.
Yeah, so 7.
which that should be
7
enough.
Eastern. 7 Eastern or 9 a.m. here.
Grandad, what's this funny tasting black spaghetti?
Mrs. Brown's boys, huh?
It's not
Mm.
spaghetti. It's fettuccine, and I pulled out all the burnt stuff. Here it is. It's all nice and
Nice then.
so we'll be good. In fact, let me salt that water real quick. We're coming up to a boil.
Thought you said you were doing noodles.
I am.
He's
Fettuccine.
doing chicken fettuccine Alfredo.
Yeah, but fettuccine's not noodles; it's pasta.
Pasta is noodles.
Fettuccine is
No, noodles are made with rice flour rather than green flour.
Yeah. I'm going to disagree with that, but that's fine. Noodles and pasta are 2 different things.
Yeah.
Even though they have the same origin.
I would say noodles and pasta are very close to the same.
I would say
Similar.
they're the same. I would say it really depends on the shape.
Yes.
Spaghetti is a pasta noodle.
Yeah.
Pasta refers to the dough, and noodle refers more to the shape.
Good point.
Because you got shell, you got ziti, you got
Yeah.
fettuccine,
Lasagna.
and you got the traditional spaghetti
Tortellini.
and
Yeah,
tortellini.
tortellini, fettuccine, but yep. Bocconcini,
Vermicelli.
And Andrew,
tagliatelle.
always add salt to your water, sir.
Yeah.
Mhm.
See, damn water.
Well, it would be my great grandmother that would have burned water. She was a horrible
Yeah.
cook.
My dad can burn water, definitely.
Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna call it.
Okay then. Well,
Okay.
We're down to
no
10
worries. If
people
you want to call
watching
it, let's call it. And good night.
Donald's doing his cooking. Mark, take care. Andrew.